Okay, students, up to our last class, we have learned different microorganisms, their role, their good role and bad role, and how we are preventing our food, protecting our food from them. That is food preservation. Different techniques are there. In today's class, we will learn the last topic of this chapter, that is nitrogen fixation. How nitrogen is fixed, because we know in atmosphere we have nitrogen as nitrogen gas, okay, N2 gas, but our plant cannot use this nitrogen. So this nitrogen is to convert it to, it is inorganic, okay, there are two forms. It is inorganic form, the plant cannot use it, so we need to give them the organic form, that is other forms of nitrogen such as ammonia, nitrates, okay, these forms we need to give them. So how microbes are helping in conversion this process, we will also learn in this lesson, okay. So they are saying that nitrogen is needed for, they are saying nitrogen is needed for the formation of proteins, amino acid and nucleic acids, okay. So why nitrogen is important? Because nitrogen is used for the formation of proteins. We know proteins are the building blocks of our body. Proteins are body building nutrients, so we need to have proteins, and for protein nitrogen is essential, and protein is formed from amino acid, so again nitrogen is essential. Nucleic acid such as DNA, RNA, we all know DNA is the main thing in our body. So for DNA, RNA also nitrogen is essential. So these are the basic reason for why we need nitrogen in any form. At any cost, plant need nitrogen, okay. The circulation of nitrogen through living things, plant and animals, and non-living environment, air, soil, water, is called nitrogen cycle. That is, nitrogen is not stored in a particular place, okay, it is constantly moving from one place to another. For example, in air nitrogen is there, then some microbes will fix the nitrogen, right? Then this nitrogen will be stored in the soil for some time. Then from the soil, what will happen? The root will take the nitrogen, right? And from the root, it will go to the plant, and from plant we will again eat the food, that means we are taking, again we will excrete out this waste toilet from our body, via toilet from our body, again this will go to soil, and again from soil the process is repeating. That means it is a cycle. So they are saying that the circulation of nitrogen through living things, that is plants and animals, and non-living environment, that is air, soil and water, is called nitrogen cycle. So you can see this diagram also, it is starting from one point and coming back to the same point. There is the cycle, one cycle is completing, okay. So what are the different steps in nitrogen cycle? The steps in the nitrogen cycle are nitrogen fixation, nitrogen assimilation, ammonification, nitrification and denitrification. So there are basically 5 steps. First is nitrogen fixation, then nitrogen assimilation, ammonification, nitrification and denitrification. We will learn each in detail, but remember this is a bit tricky, so be attentive, okay. Don't lose your concentration, otherwise it will become difficult to you. So first is nitrogen fixation. Our atmosphere has 78% nitrogen gas. So in our atmosphere, along with carbon dioxide and oxygen, there is 78% nitrogen gas. Plants and animals cannot take the atmospheric nitrogen directly, okay. Plants and animals, all animals and all plants cannot use this nitrogen directly. It has to be first converted to useful nitrogen compounds that are easily absorbable. So it has to be converted into some forms which we and plants can absorb. Okay. The conversion of free atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogenous compound is called nitrogen fixation. So what is nitrogen fixation? The conversion of unusable nitrogen N2 gas from the atmosphere to a usable form which plants can use is known as nitrogen fixation. You are fixing it, okay. Nitrogen fixation occurs in two ways. The first is lightning. What is lightning? We all know during rain, the thundering or lightning, what is said. Okay, in common term we say that bijli bijli. So this lightning means this bijli is known as lightning. Okay, when lightning strikes, nitrogen and oxygen in the atmosphere react and form oxides of nitrogen. They dissolve in rainwater and form nitric acid. Nitric acid reacts with limestone in the soil and converts into nitrates. So one process they are saying that whenever during rain lightning occurs, what will happen? Lightning will strike nitrogen and oxygen in atmosphere. So during lightning, what will happen? Nitrogen present in the atmosphere gas and oxygen gas, they will react with each other and form oxides of nitrogen. That is nitrogen with oxygen oxides. Nitrogen oxide. Not, it is not NO. Not no means that, not no. It is nitrogen and oxygen together. Don't read it no. It's nitrogen and oxygen. Nitrous oxide. Okay. Oxide of nitrogen, they dissolve in rainwater and form nitric acid, and they will mix with the rainwater, because during the rain process thunder is there, so this lightning is there and the process is happening. So this compound will mix with the rainwater and then form the nitric acid. Then nitric acid during rainwater will happen, acid will fall, sorry, this nitric acid will fall within the ground in soil from the sky. In soil we know there is limestone are there. This acid will react with the limestone and they will convert it into nitrates. Okay, this is the one process how this nitrogen is converted to nitrates. The reaction is, see, during lightning nitrogen gas will react with oxygen, they will form oxides of nitrogen. Okay, then next what will happen? Oxides of nitrogen mixed with rainwater and oxygen, they will form nitric acid. Okay, then what will happen? This nitric acid in soil will mix with limestone and they will form calcium nitrate, H2O and CO2. See, nitrate is there, so they have converted to usable form, nitrate, from nitrogen to nitrate. Nitrate is a usable form. Or the second method is biological nitrogen fixation. The earlier was the what? Earlier was the natural process. Okay, then the second is biological. Now comes the use of microorganisms, what we are learning from so long in this chapter. Now their uses, we'll learn their main use. Certain plants such as pea plant, bean plant and pulse plant, these are known as leguminous plants. Okay, they contain a special type of bacteria in their root known as rhizobium bacteria in their root nodules. For example, in pea plant, for example, it is a pea plant root. In pea plant root, if this is the root of pea plant, okay, so consider this is root, there will be small white balls in the root. Okay, if you have pea plant in your home, just take out the plant root and you can see after washing, these are too small, but I guess you can see if light is good. Okay, these small balls, round circular structures are there. These are known as root nodules. Okay, in these nodules some bacteria named as rhizobium bacteria live. These bacteria can take the atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into nitrogen compounds. And what these bacteria do, these are bacteria, nothing but microorganisms. What they do, they can use the nitrogen gas and they convert it to nitrates. Okay, they can convert this directly. So in the earlier case, what is happening? The lightning, so it is a long process, lightning happening, then they convert nitrous oxide, nitrogen oxide of nitrogen, then this is mixed with water, then acid, they are becoming nitric acid, then they are falling in ground, then again mixing with limestone, then forming nitrates. Big process, but here what is happening, the macros are giving you directly the nitrates. So this is a quite easy example or process. Some cyanobacteria like Nostoc and Anabena also fix atmospheric nitrogen into nitrates. So here are the other examples, some rhizobium, Nostoc and Anabena. 3 examples are there. Let us have a look on this cycle, how this is happening. See what they are saying, that compounds of nitrogen in the soil. First is denitrifying bacteria converts. Okay, it will explain at the end. Now it will not clear to you. Then the next, after fixation is done, now it is assimilation. So we learn what is assimilation. Plants absorb nitrogen from the soil, dissolve in the water with the help of roots and convert them into plant proteins. So what plant do? They will absorb these nitrates from the soil, they will use it, okay, and they will use this for production of plant proteins. The herbivore animals eat green plants and convert the plant proteins into animal proteins. So what then will happen? Plant will take the nitrogen, they will form protein and they will grow in size, they will become strong. Then what will happen? Herbivore animals such as cow, rabbit, okay, goat, deer, what they will happen? They will eat this plant and they will convert the plant protein into animal protein. Okay, the herbivorous animals are then eaten by carnivore animals. Then herbivores, for example, goat is there, okay, rabbit is there, they will be eaten by human beings or other animals such as lion, tiger, okay, these are carnivore animals. The process of conversion of inorganic nitrogen compounds into organic compounds and become a part of living organism is called nitrogen assimilation. So see, in this process what is happening, first the inorganic form is converted into organic form, and now it is a part of what our living organisms. That means plant is also living. From plant it is coming to herbivores, from herbivore to carnivore, carnivore to top carnivore. It is taking from one place to another place, one living thing to another living thing. So this entire process is known as nitrogen assimilation. Okay, this is known as nitrogen assimilation. Next is ammonification. What is ammonification? When plants and animals die, the proteins present in them are converted into ammonium compounds by the purifying bacteria and fungi decomposers. So all plant and animal, whatever is present today, one day it will die. So after dying, what will happen? Some microbes such as bacteria and fungi known as decomposers will decompose them, isn't it? And they will convert this nitrogen present in our body into ammonium compounds, okay, and this process is called as ammonification. So what is ammonification? The conversion of nitrogen present in our body or plants into ammonium compounds by whom? By the putrefying bacteria and fungi, okay. We can define ammonification as conversion of complex organic like proteins into ammonium, okay. In short, we can say that conversion of complex organic compounds like proteins into ammonium. The next is again nitrification. Ammonium salt in the soil is converted first into nitrates by nitrosomonas bacteria. See, we have started the first step, if you can remember. Here we have started the formation of nitrogen called nitrogen into nitrogen compounds. It was the nitrates, right? First you started from nitrates, then in the next step what happened? From the soil plant have taken it is nitrogen assimilation from plant animal, and then microbes are again converting it, so it is ammonification. Then again nitrification, again it will move back to the atmosphere or other place. We'll learn it how it will happen. Ammonium salt, what you have prepared in this step in the soil, is converted first into nitrates. Now again bacteria, nitrosomonas bacteria, what they will do, this nitrosomonas bacteria will convert the ammonium salt from the ammonification step into nitrites, okay. Earlier it was nitrates, it is nitrites, remember the difference. The nitrates are then converted into nitrates by nitrobacter bacteria, and then the nitrates are converted again back to nitrates by the nitrobacter bacteria. These bacteria are called nitrifying bacteria, okay. These are just term. The nitrates so formed in the soil can once again absorbed by the plants. This process is called nitrification. So again, ultimately after this all process, we have again converted the same what we have converted in the first step. You can see in the first step we have converted it to nitrates. So again in this step, sorry, what happened with this? Sorry for interruption. Okay, again we have converted this to nitrates, the same, we are back to the same place. So the conversion of ammonium into nitrate is called nitrification, and this nitrate is again plant can use. So we have completed one cycle, started from one place, then after some steps we are back to the same place, and again the same cycle is repeated, okay. Then comes denitrification. Some of the nitrates are absorbed by plants. Rest of the nitrates in the soil are converted by the Pseudomonas bacteria into nitrogen gas that escapes into the atmosphere. The conversion of nitrates into free nitrogen gas is called denitrification. Okay, so what happens? All of the nitrogen, which are nitrates, which are coming back, all cannot be absorbed by plant. Some will be absorbed, and there are some other bacteria known as Pseudomonas bacteria. They will convert the nitrates into back to nitrogen gas. That is from where we have started. For example, we have started from nitrogen gas, and after a number of steps we are back to this gas again. So we are completing one cycle. So this is a cyclic process, remember. And this process of conversion back to nitrogen gas is known as denitrification. Thus, nitrogen cycle maintains the percentage of nitrogen in the atmosphere. This is why nitrogen cycle, you have learned that 76% or 78% was nitrogen in the atmosphere, and this is not changed because whatever we are taking, we are again giving back to it. Nothing is utilized in this process. Everything is returned back. Cycle is continuing. They are just using A, B, C, D. All is just using this, and after this is again repeating, giving it back, and again the same process is repeating. So now you see this conversion of nitrogen compounds in the soil. What is the first step? First step is absorbed by plant, then plant will form plant proteins, then animal will eat herbivores, then animal will form animal proteins, then they will die, then nitrogenous waste will form, then nitrifying bacteria will convert this back into original step. Then again what is happening this step? Denitrifying bacteria convert the nitrogen compounds into nitrogen gas, this step denitrification. Then again atmospheric nitrogen is there. Then from lightning is one process, and another process is rhizobium bacteria. First slide we have learned two steps process are there. One is lightning. During lightning nitrous oxide will form, then they will mix with what? They will mix with water, they will form nitric acid. The nitric acid with lime, they will form the ultimate nitrates. Other process of rhizobium bacteria will form nitrates. So far in this chapter, the last two classes are very important. This entire process of nitrogen fixation is very important for your exam point of view. I'll give question from this part, and in your class test also question will come from this part. Okay, one question is fixed from this part, and the question will be mostly big question. So far in this class we have learned what is nitrogen fixation. I am just summarizing the whole topic. In nitrogen fixation there is nothing, remember, there is basically 5 steps. It starts from nitrogen fixation. First step is nitrogen fixation. Here what is happening? Here atmospheric nitrogen from the atmosphere is fixed in soil form. Okay, there is nitrates. There is two main way. One is by lightning, and that is by bacteria like rhizobium bacteria. Next step, from the soil the nitrogen is taken up by the plant through roots, and plant are converting this into plant proteins, and then plant are eaten by animals. So this is becoming a part of living things. So this is known as nitrogen assimilation, distribution, for example. Then ammonification, that is when the microbes will when the plant or animals will die, there will be some decomposers who will again decompose the living plant or animal after dying, and they will return back the nitrogen in the form of ammonium salt. Okay, ammonium salt. Then next is nitrification, that is the ammonium salt is converted to nitrates, nitrites, and this using some microbes such as nitromonas bacteria, and these nitrites are again converted to nitrates using bacteria such as nitrifying bacteria. This is nitrobacter example. Okay, so far nitrification is done. Then next will come denitrification. There are some other bacteria named as pseudomonas bacteria. What they will do, they will convert these nitrates back into nitrogen gas from where we have started the first step. So entire process is repeating, coming back to the same place after 5 stages. So this is the overall nitrogen fixation process. I hope it is clear to you all. But remember, this topic is a bit difficult topic. Okay, so at once time it will not be clear to you. I'll read it once. After this class, open your book, you read it once or 2 times, then again watch this video, then again try to read, and along with reading next time, try to learn from this diagram. Once you will get this diagram, everything will be clear to you. Okay, try to learn in this way, because in science diagram is the first important thing. In exam also, if you forget these things, okay, and you know this diagram, you can write from this diagram many things. At least out of 5 marks question you can write, score 3 if you can write from the diagram. Okay, in online class it is quite a bit difficult to show you the how to write. So now learn things in an innovative way. It is I can show you everything in detail mode. It is good thing, but whenever offline class will start, I will try to give you the habit of making notes in a better way. Okay, so this is for today. Then I'll give you the notes of this chapter, and after that I will go for class test. Thank you. You can ask your doubts also after this class. Okay, this is for today.